Hey y'all, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in Soren, welcome in Kama. Hope you're both doing good. Sorry, I'm trying to fix there we go. I fix my headphones so I can hear what I'm saying. Hope you're doing good. Hope your New Year's was fine and swell and great. I have been having a time. Oh, those emotes are fun. But yeah, it's been good. When was the last time I saw you guys? It's been a bit. I was tired. Cause yeah, I didn't stream last week because I was exhausted. Because I had a housewarming party for New Year's Eve. So Happy New Year. Welcome in. That's okay. I immediately on Friday left to go home for belated holidays. And I just got home last night. Like back here last night. So I'm tired. Yes, I missed last week. I'll have to do a makeup at some point. I did get home safe. Hi, Vampy. Speaking of home safe, did the parents tell you anything about what happened? Because I did message them. A little bit. Going, they did? Yeah. So basically what happened last night and why I'm a little late to being on camera, because I didn't have time to do a bunch of stuff last night. We got home much later than we were intending to. So I didn't get to check my emails that I've ignored for a week. I had to do all that stuff this morning, which made me like 10 minutes late. That's why I'm eating breakfast on stream. But Vampy was really great and drove me from our parents' house to kind of a midway point for Cryptid to pick us up. And then on the highway, the car yelled at us and said, service now. We're like, all right. So we pulled over, figured out what was wrong. It was just out of coolant. So we got it to a gas station and filled it up with coolant. But the process of that was really funny because it just said engine fault. So we had to figure out what was wrong. And figured out we did. Everything was fine. But we were at the gas station and we were like, we don't know if they'll have coolant or not. So I was like texting my parents being like, hey, how bad is it to drive without coolant? Because we were pretty sure that was bad, but we weren't 100% sure how bad that was. I forgot to turn all of my lights on, but it's fine. There we go. And so I'll turn around from doing puzzles. There we go. Yeah, so my dad was busy, so my mom got back to us and explained to us what was going on. We're like, okay, cool. And then we get coolant and there's no funnel, so we make one out of a water bottle, but Cryptid can't find a knife in the car, because it's maybe in their bag somewhere, but they couldn't find it. He couldn't find it. So I was like, hey, Cryptid, good time to open your Christmas present from me and my dad. And there was a split second of him being like, and then he clued in, and then he opened his present and pulled out one of the several knives that me and my dad got him. So it's fine. Very bad, yeah. But we were fine. We figured it out. We got some coolant. We put it in the car. It's fine, but it was a very, very funny way to open a Christmas present. Is like, we don't have any knives? Well, luckily for you, I got you 4 of them. So he didn't pick the butcher's, well, he almost picked the butcher's knife until he picked it out and realized it was a butcher's knife. So he didn't cut the bottle with the butcher's knife, but he just went through all the knives being like, which one's sharper right now? Which was really funny. So, but it is a little disconcerting to be on the highway at highway speeds and have a car just yell, engine fault, pull over, and we're like, okay. Very happy coincidence. Just happened to have a knife in the car. I mean, worst case scenario, I'm sure the gas station also had pocket knives or multi-tools or something, or we would have figured it out. But lovely. Lovely. So that's how that went. The driving with my sister was much more uneventful. Both to the drop off and then also when she drove us to the parents was largely uneventful. My vacation was largely uneventful, which was lovely. I slept a lot. Read some of my book. My dad is, we'll talk about the news in a minute, but my dad is very politically plugged in, so it was a lot of just be like, hey dad, good morning, you've been at work, so let me, at your lunch break, fill you in on all the horrible things that have happened. And he's like, great. So that was kind of nice. And then my sister and I did some puzzles, and I want to post or show you the one puzzle we did. So the second one we did was just like a normal puzzle. It was like a bunch of mermaids. They had their titties out. It was really fun, but like, it was a time. It took us like 2 days. Let's see. Now I posted a photo of it. Yes. Oh, I gotta open this too. Okay. Finished Revolt for the first time. Hell yeah. I love Revolt. It's such a good book. I love the Gardner story, because I read Revolt before I knew TST existed. And the Gardner story was like my favorite part. Because I come originally from like neo-paganism, sort of. Like, I was a neo-pagan in high school, and then slowly morphed into my own version of Satanism. So, I really enjoyed that, like, tying the two together. It was, like, really, really nice. So, this is the puzzle me and my sister did, the first one we did. The one I can show on stream because there's no titties. And if you're saying to yourself, that looks like a lot of broken glass, that's because that's essentially what it was. It's made of clear acrylic, so it's not dangerous, but yes, it's supposed to look like broken glass. And because it's clear, the pieces can go, you don't know which way is up, so they can kind of go either orientation. It's very annoying. And they don't like interlock very well. Also, that's what it looked like to do it. And
trans rights equals P. A cat marionette just subscribed.
Thank you for the newt. Thank you for the 15 months. That is so many months. That's over a year. So this right here, this is a piece. Not this, just this little triangle. That's a piece I had to put in. Just that. There's another one that's even smaller than that. But that's a piece. There's another piece in there that's like a grain of sand. It's awful. Oh, Spider-Man? Yeah, it's a puzzle we did. It's clear acrylic. You can see the wood through it. It's real annoying. But I think it took us, Fancy, correct me if I'm wrong, that was like 2.5 hours? Do this whole thing. We just sat down and like locked in, and it was me, my sister, and my dad just locked in. Where's the other tiny piece? I think it's that right there, that little corner. That is so much smaller than you think it is. Just that little thing right there, and getting it in, because long, like it's thicker than it is in any other dimension. It was a nightmare. But yeah, we locked in and knocked this out in like under 3 hours. It was great. It's so great. Because yeah, it looks like broken glass. I took a picture of me like smashing it with my hand. And it's very convincing. But yeah, so we did this. Also, we did presents and stuff. My parents got me like cash and lip balm and soap and cutlery and kitchen shit. It was very mundane stuff, which is fine. But one of the presents my dad got me was it was this. So it was a big box with a little box with a little box with a little box. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes, and in here was like a lip balm and some cash, and that was it. That's all that was in there. So my dad is very funny. And he's done this before. Oh, he got me a bunch of hot sauce too. That's how my dad is. He thinks he's hilarious. And while I was up north, if you haven't seen in the Discord, I did this. Little doll legs, yeah. Just Angie sitting there. But I did this. So that's me and Hinako with the Armand and the mask and everything. Little flowers stuck in the ground. I haven't gotten a chance to go through any of the photos yet. But when I tell you, so every year I do this to myself, right? Where I'm like, I'm used to shooting in the cold, it's fine. I'll be fine. I've shot in like -16 before. It's whatever. So when I tell you, can I zoom in? I think I can. One sec. When I tell you this is the, there you go. This is the second coldest photo shoot I've ever had. And the first time I've ever like called it and been like, Steph was okay. And I was like, no, I need to be done. We need to leave. Because it wasn't actually that cold. It was only like 0 to -3, which I thought was gonna be fine when we were looking at the forecast and making our plans, right? Because I've shot at -16, like, it's fine. I've also shot like, and then, okay, yes, that outfit, it's a mini skirt, the back is all ripped open, it's a thin seifuku, it's not the warmest costume in the world, but, for example, let me see if I can find, Tumblr might be my easiest bet. Might just be easier. I shot this might be the better. Look, don't want to dox myself pacing stuff. I shot this in the snow. Like, if you can't tell, It is very cold, very windy. I'm in a bodysuit, that's what the white underneath is, and a sheer dress. The heat from the candles was helping, but in this shoot, I didn't take any breaks. We shot for like an hour, hour and a half. I was totally fine. At no point was I like dangerously cold. I was like, I'm cool. Like, I'm a little chilly, but I'm fine. This was 0. The difference is between these, where like, see how calm I am. I'm totally fine. I'm not blurry. You can tell I'm not moving. There's snow everywhere. I love this shoot. You can see how red my fingers are, right? Because I'm holding metal, so my hands are cold. Like that hand in particular. Raynaud's is sort of popping off right there. But like, you can tell I'm not really that cold. Right? Like the rest of me, not red. Not that red. I'm fine. I'm doing fine, right? This, why was this colder than this, even though I'm essentially naked? Well, because here is freezing rain. So I was soaking wet, like immediately. And my hair was freezing. I lost a big chunk, like a bunch of my hair broke trying to get the mask off because it was frozen. So we weren't just cold, we were wet. And if anyone knows survival things, the thing that makes you survive the cold is staying dry. You're not supposed to exert yourself too much to get wet. Sweating, I was immediately wet. Wet everywhere. Steph was fine. The only part of Steph that kind of got cold was hands, because she was wearing like knit gloves, and once they got wet, they were a problem. But other than her hands, she was fine. Her toes at the end were starting to get a little cold. I was freezing the entire time, and I had to take breaks like I'd say like every 5 to 10 minutes to just huddle in my cloak for like another 10 minutes just to warm back up, because I was freezing cold. Now that's usually what I do when I do cold weather shoots, is I have a cloak, we shoot for a little bit, I put my cloak on, warm back up, take it off, shoot for a little bit, put my cloak back on. So I never get actually that cold. This shoot, we didn't do that. I had the cloak there. I walked there in my cloak, but when we got there, I was like, I'm fine. I don't actually need that. I'm okay. This, I was in my cloak the whole, like, more of the shoot than I wasn't, and I was freezing. So hopefully the photos turned out well, because I freezed my ass off for them. So we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, that Crimson Peak shoot though was great. I adored doing that. So yeah, that's, other than the housewarming party, that's all that I think has really happened personal life wise in the last little bit. Yeah, just like, oh, I guess I didn't show you, I did a Shibari shoot as Hinako as well. Let me see if there's, the photos look great, thank you. Let me see if there's some safe for work ones I can show you. That are like Twitch safe. Yeah, that's Twitch safe. I'm not naked. So yeah, I did this. As well, before our housewarming party. So, as you can tell, I'm super, super happy with how the Seifuku turned out. It looks really, really good. I really, really like wearing this costume. I'm probably gonna wear it a lot. Thanks, Kat. But I'm also really glad because Steph and Lucy convinced me to not wear a wig and just do my natural hair. Because I don't like wearing wigs. I'll wear a wig if I have to, because it's what makes the character recognizable. Like for Yuri, I know I have to. She has purple hair. It's the key recognizable part of her outfit is her hair. So I'll wear a wig if I have to. But the vast majority of the time, I'd rather not wear a wig and just have my hair. Thank you. I think, yes. Maybe. But yeah, so this was really fun. Also, the other thing that happened, I have to show you these because when I was away, I was on my laptop for the first time since like October when we moved because I had to do some work stuff while I was there. Thanks, Kat. The only screenshot that was left on my computer was this. This is the only screenshot that was left on my computer, on my laptop. Isn't he perfect? I don't know why I have that. So then on my laptop, I zoomed in. I zoomed in on his little face, right? I zoomed in. And I took a screenshot. So I did this. He seems very polite. He does. I did this, which made me giggle because I'm like, this is really funny. And then I zoomed in and did this. And I proceeded to laugh so hard I fell on the floor and started crying because I couldn't breathe. So I just needed to share this with you. He is perfect. I started calling him because the title of the file is just Screenshot. I just named him Screenshot. So, hello, this is my son Screenshot. Is that Kirby? No. It's a possum. Screenshot the possum. He's a little possum. So I wanted to ask y'all, do you want Screenshot to be an emote? I don't know when we're ever gonna name this, but I wanted to ask, because we have, okay, yes, okay, let me make this a reality. One sec. You all would like, okay. Emotes. My son's Screenshot, please take care of him. He is very sweet and polite. Yes. He is a little baby. Okay, I need to make him square because he's not square. One second. He's too small. Okay, one second. I will solve this problem. I'm just gonna make him super pixelated. have to open Photoshop. I love that this is the thing I'm hyper focusing on. We will get there. Found a gray yesterday that was tintless white, made me think of you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I still have my white hair and my eyelashes. Oh yeah, kid smiling is like the silliest thing. Deserves hyperfocus. He does. Screenshot. Image. Image size. How big does Twitch need you to be? Okay, 112. Okay, 112 pixels. It needs to be a PNG, so. Yes, I want to override screenshot with a screenshot. Come on. Yes. Okay. I love him. We have two more slots for regular tier 1 emotes. And then I'm gonna need to start doing like the free follower ones and like the tier 2 and tier 3 ones, the bits ones. But yeah, you now all have screenshot. Isn't he cute? It's hilarious to be able to tell that it's gray hair, not like bleach remnants, because bleach never gets it that white. I mean, mine gets real close. I will admit. But yeah, it's definitely fun to be able to be like, oh yeah, I'm excited for all of my hair turning gray because it'll save me a lot of money. I owe you my life. I'm excited to use that emote places across Twitch where no one knows why we have that emote. Because it's very funny. Oh, weirdly enough, I don't have it yet. Okay, I'll just send the Python instead. Unexpected possum in streaming area. I read that as unexpected possum in screaming area at first, by the way. I need you to know that. I just need you to be aware. But yeah, I don't have possum yet. Honestly, still legit. Honestly, for a possum, yeah. Let's see, do I have it in here? Oh, yes. Screenshot. Look at him. Look at him. He's so perfect. Yeah, sometimes you have to refresh. I just don't want to refresh my OBS because, you know, I'm streaming right now. But yeah, it's in my my tester stream, like my dashboard. It's just not in OBS. But yes, so the last thing I wanted to cover before gaming, since it's still the first hour, I figure we'll talk news until 1 and then game, and then we'll shut the fuck up about news. So for news, I'm not going to talk about what happened in the US yesterday because there are enough American streamers who will cover that. I do want to cover international news. Me when news keeps existing? Yeah. Me when people said, "Oh, 2026 couldn't possibly be worse." Shut up. What? I'm live. Okay, 1 second. BRB, guys. Okay, I'm back. English is stupid. Sorry, someone just showed up to the hi Kirby. Someone just showed up to the door, so we had to discuss. Basically, we asked for a quote for something, and instead of giving us a quote, they just showed up to the house. Like, that's not how it works. But yes, so news happened. The new year started off with some weird. Yeah, English doesn't plural correctly. That's partially because we're a bunch of other languages in a trench coat, and then we beat up languages in alleys and then shove them in our trench coat. But yeah, so okay, focus chat. No more derailing me with English. So we had the attack on Venezuela a couple days ago, and I just want to talk about it because I live in Canada, and you're like, why would America and Venezuela have anything to do with Canada? Oh, we'll get there. I just dropped my finger on my head. Finger braces. But so facts as it is, Trump and his administration and the US government decided, without officially declaring war or going through the UN or doing anything the way that you're supposed to, just went to a sovereign nation and kidnapped their leader. And I'm not going to defend Maduro. Maduro sucks. However, there's been a lot of discussion about this online, and I've been reading through it, and people being like, well, but Maduro sucks, so isn't it good that he's gone? Or America didn't do the process, or America's evil, whatever. Okay, so the main thing that's important to remember is any benefit that has come to the Venezuelan people is purely an accident. That was at no point ever the point. Yeah, the UN is useless as shit. But the Venezuelan people being glad Maduro is gone, I completely understand. I'm sure after living under a brutal dictator for as long as I have, just him being gone is great. And they'll deal with the problem that is their new dictator shortly, I'm sure. However, the issue is Trump was not going in there to get rid of a dictator. He was going in there to get oil. Now, I was alive for the start of the war in Iraq, and politically aware at the time. So I already remember the WMD stuff, the chemical weapons stuff, the demonizing Saddam Hussein as an evil dictator, which he was awful. But Saddam Hussein being a bad person and a bad leader does not justify the endless amount of Iraqi civilian deaths that came as a result of the war on terror. And there's plenty of dictators around the world. Exactly. And most of them visit Mar-a-Lago all the time. So clearly it has nothing to do with that. And you only have to listen for once, and I said this earlier, I think I saw someone posting this either on TikTok or Blue Sky. I saw a comment of someone being like, in the one instance where normal politician lies, Trump tells the truth. He doesn't bother lying, even though he lies like literally every other instance. It's bizarre. But Trump is very clear about why he's doing this. He said it's about the oil. He's not even bothering with pretense, because that's the ultimate humiliation, right? Is they don't even have to lie well anymore. They put demands that they give the U.S. Exclusivity for processing the oil, a deal when selling the oil. It's very obvious and awful, and the thing is, once you normalize just taking the sovereign leader of another country, that normalizes it for every other situation. And a lot of the other situations that Trump has brought up as the next places he wants to try doing this don't have Maduro. There are other places, right? I think it's important to remember that it's about oil, but it's also about more than oil. It's about the fact that Venezuela was trading with countries that America doesn't like: China, Russia, Iran, Cuba, doing trade in non-US dollars, which undermines the US economy and global dominance. And it's based in the Monroe Doctrine of the entire hemisphere being the domain of the United States of America, even though the rest of us in the Western Hemisphere have very strong feelings against said doctrine. But Trump specifically mentioned Cuba, Colombia, Mexico, Iran as being countries he wants to try this with next. Greenland. He's really going hard on Greenland. And for one, he keeps saying it's about national security and international security and protecting from Russian aggression. But if Trump actually had a problem with Russian aggression, they would be behaving differently about Ukraine, wouldn't they? He wouldn't be having friendly handshakes with Putin in the White House. He wouldn't be being shitty to Zelensky every time they meet. There would be a very different dynamic going on. If Greenland was so militarily important, why has the US been taking troops out of Greenland and closing down bases? Also, it's a NATO ally that is literally okay with the US having military there. It hasn't been a problem up until now. So that's clearly a transparent lie. It's about, again, minerals and colonization and domination. And as a Canadian, we weren't in that specific 45-minute screed, but he has talked about us before and since. We are not under any illusions that he's not thinking about us too. And I can't begin to think why. There is no legitimate reason why the US needs to have control over Canada. Zero. None. Control of the Arctic, we've been doing just fine. Our militaries, before Trump fucked it, were wildly integrated. And they still kind of are. There is absolutely nothing that was in the way of the US defending the Arctic. And again, they clearly do not actually care about Russian aggression. They asked to park boats in the north recently. Yeah. And like, we normally don't care. However, if you're going to threaten our sovereignty, we're going to have thoughts about that. Kind of one of the only ways to make Canadians super patriotic is for Americans to say anything. We're pretty peaceful, chill people. We do not like when the Americans try and dictate what we do. We quite like our universal health care and our relative lack of gun violence, actually. So, yeah, there was definitely when I saw the news in Venezuela, my heart dropped. When I heard him talking about doing this to a bunch of other countries, I experienced an emotion akin to grief. I was really emotional, which doesn't happen to me very often. And I'm very stressed out about it. And I don't see a good path out of where we are now if the United States, as a global superpower and the highest funded military in the world, is just annexing other countries. And that is what they did to Venezuela. They have a military embargo. They have all this other shit going on, right? They're barely bothering to manufacture consent. Yeah. Well, because the closest they got, right, was all the shit with ICE detaining and deporting Venezuelan people, like immigrants, and talking about, I don't know, drugs and Benju Aruga, like, and that was only a couple weeks. Like, maybe 2 months, 3 months. Like, they haven't been doing this that long. Narco-terrorism, yeah. And it's like, but the thing is, they pulled the same line with us, right? Like, the entire justification for the tariffs for Canada was that a large amount of fentanyl was coming from the northern border, which is untrue. Canada does not produce fentanyl. Fentanyl doesn't come from here. And, like, very obviously that doesn't make any fucking sense. As far as things being smuggled across the Canada-US border that are a problem for one of the countries, it's the guns being smuggled north, actually. But, like, I don't pretend for a minute that Trump's not going to pull that here. I know he will if no one stops him. For one, if he attacks Denmark, NATO's over. Well, not if he attacks NATO. If he attacks NATO and NATO does not respond and repel the United States, NATO is essentially over. Like, it's still good to have NATO even if they can't win, because putting up any resistance is worth it, but I don't think that most of those countries have the stomach for that. And that's certainly not a good recruitment message to get more countries to join NATO, is we're going to vainly fight and lose against the US, right? He just wants to be a dictator, he does. But I don't see a good way for this to end without some either, how do I put this in a way that's going to be safe to be on the internet? Donald Trump is an older gentleman, right? Either that, I'm not advocating violence, just, you know, the man has not been doing very well. Either his hourglass runs empty, or people fight back, because he's not going to stop taking, not a solution, it's an outcome. Oh, I'm aware, but if no one pushes, like, the thing is, if no one steps up to stop what is happening, it will not stop happening. That's the problem. I saw more options last year. Yeah, very fair. I saw diplomatic and internal American solutions, like democratic solutions, in December, right? Taking this sort of military action unprompted at all. I don't see that stopping without a serious international response. Whether it's military or not, maybe you could do sanctions or tariffs or something, but I don't think Trump stops without a unified, like, global international response shutting this down. And as far as I can see, that's not happening. So this is going to happen again. Like, I can't say which country he's going to hit next, but I do not see this stopping without it being stopped. The problem is worse than him. That is true. I'm of the opinion that MAGA doesn't work without a figurehead. That having Trump to rally behind is keeping them focused. I don't think that if JD Vance were to get to be president, when I know there's been reporting that even everyone on the right fucking hates JD Vance. He does not have the charisma to keep a cult together. Will be just as bad. I disagree. I think his politics are as bad, but I don't think he has the ability to rally people around him. I think people will by people, I mean specifically, I think there will be infighting and fracturing with him in the presidency. The population will rally behind whoever promises them less suffering by whatever means necessary. I mean, Mamdani won, so I do see that. But I don't think JD Vance has the tact to promise less suffering. That's not how he talks. Like the way he was with Zelensky, right? I don't think Vance can do that. I think the Democrats can still fuck it up, but I don't think Vance is going to be... You don't think that mindless MAGA will support anyone? No, absolutely not. I don't think they're mindless. I think they're misguided. I think this would be a very different conversation if we were talking about Stephen Miller. Not that I think he has charisma, but... Yeah, I don't think MAGA is mindless. I think they are steadfastly driven towards a particular worldview. Because it is cognitively satisfying for them. Because I think just accusing them of being mindless means that we forget that anyone can fall down that alt-right pipeline, right? Like, yeah, like, and I think if we don't mean charisma, I just mean social, not even skill, but instinct. Miller is dangerous, yes. And I'm not trying to say that JD Vance is a better man or less dangerous. I just don't think he has social instinct the way that Trump does, just from having been on reality TV for so long and having to maneuver in New York as long as he did. I think Trump knows how to talk to a specific type of person. Namely, the kind of people who watch trash reality TV, which is a lot of Americans. JD Vance doesn't know how to do that. Mindless is the wrong word, yeah. I think they're driven, but I think it is possible for a movement like that to fracture. I don't even, like, if there was one strong leader that came out after Trump, would they rally around them? Maybe, but I don't think one strong leader would come out. I think the people I think if Trump was out of the picture and you're looking at President J.D. Vance, he's going to have too much of an ego to just do what Miller says. He's going to have his own opinions, right? Hi, appreciate it. We will be done in a couple minutes. Thank you for the 20 months.
The True Salt King just resubscribed.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm only going until like 1, so then we'll be doing gaming. Because I also don't want to be on this too long. Yes. Just letting you know so that if you want to like pay more attention when the conversation is done, you have like a heads up. There's only gonna be a couple more minutes. But yeah, I just think that the people around Trump have been able to influence him, and he's been able to be the mediation between them all. I don't see that going well when they all have to deal with each other and convince each other. I don't think that's going to work quite as well. I don't think that's going to immediately solve every problem and we're going to be in a utopia. I just think it'll be a market improvement. I'm also glad Minnesota is fighting back. But yeah, I don't see any of this stopping without, like, he's not going to stop on his own. We have to make him stop. And the international community's response to what happened was too diplomatic. People just need to tell him to fuck off and be firm. And I get why, you know, Canada was very hesitant to be really firm about it because we don't want to draw his attention, but Mexico was able to be more firm. Like, there are other countries that were able to have firm responses. The leader of Colombia was more firm. The NDP response was very good, but like, and the response that a bunch of EU leaders had together defending Greenland has been good. I just think people need to be a lot better, like, by people, I mean governments and leaders need to be better about recognizing that the international order as they understood it is over. We are no longer dealing with the peacekeeping post-World War II, post-Cold War, everyone trying to get along and follow the rules order. We are dealing with something more akin to the 30s. This is not the same situation anymore, and people need to stop pretending like that's what this is gonna be, is just, you know, you just politely request that someone follow the rules. Trump hasn't followed a single rule in the last decade, so. Yeah, also agreed. Agreed, Kat. I think people are not understanding or rising to the moment that is actually in front of them. And I'm worried for what that's going to lead to, because people understand. Citizens understand. Like, Canadians I talk to are like, no, I fucking hate America, the country, and I don't want to deal with it anymore. And instead, all of our governments are just like, we'll work with them, we'll negotiate, we'll mediate. And I'm like, that's not what the people want. But yeah, it is one. We should probably get to gaming. I don't want to harp on politics too much, because we could talk forever. But I appreciate y'all being so chill. And of course, like, I could be wildly incorrect. I just wanted to share where my thoughts were at, how I'm feeling, especially as someone living in Canada. I don't know much about the internal working. Well, I know some, but I don't know enough about the inner workings of America. But I know how I feel about things, and I remember what it was like when they were justifying the Iraq War and how that turned out. So, been this really weird deja vu the last little while. So we are going to start playing The Witness. It's a puzzle game, and basically what happened is for Christmas, my sister got me like a bunch of puzzle games. And there was two she really wanted to watch me play. One was The Witness, and one was The Valley. But she wanted to be able to pay a little bit more attention and not be lurking for The Valley, so we're going to start with The Witness. Here's what you think of it. So I have seen people do Witness before, but it's been so long I don't actually remember anything about what happens in it, other than I remember there being, like, for lack of a better term, like diegetic puzzles. I'm vaguely aware of some stuff. Have you played Braid? No, I have not. I've played a little bit of Myst. I don't really vibe great with like point and click stuff. It's just a little frustrating with how oblique those puzzles are of like finding shit. I know that it's basically like little puzzles on screen that you solve, but then there's also puzzles in the world, I think. Yeah. I think I properly finished The Witness, but enough to be excited for this. Hell yeah. Okay, I gotta pause the music. I already changed my game category, think fuck. Time rewind mechanic. Oh, okay. That sounds really cool. That sounds like, Andy was barely seen here. That reminds me a lot of Prince of Persia, actually. I love Prince of Persia. Okay, Steam. Witness. Graphics low. Oh, I don't want full screen. I might do medium. Yes. For the original Renaissance of Indie, incredible game of the time. Hell yeah. Jonathan Blow. That is such a great name. It was the dev of this game. Oh, cool. Keep trying to get more marbles on Prince of Persia. Yeah, Prince of Persia, like, we're gonna get it. Okay. So. Even I like Braid, notable puzzle platform. Maybe I would like Braid. I'm not massively into platformers, but might be one I enjoy. It says low recommended. I might go with recommended and then I'll upscale it if I need to. Alright, I'm trying to fix it because it's... Maybe I do full screen it? Does that look okay even though it's got the window thing? Oh god, the sun. It'll go chosen soon, yeah. Seems good? Okay, cool. I have a sprint button, thank fuck. Oh, it is dork? It's less that it's dark and more that my fucking the sun is in my eyes. Not that it isn't also dark. I guess you put your thing in here. Yes. Yes. There we go. That's better. It was very slow. A Asterion photo shoot that's a reshoot of that one scene? I don't know what scene you're talking about. But, I mean, I'm down to cosplay Asterion more. Oh, the full concentrated power of the sun. Yes, I'm aware of the full power, concentrated power of the sun. I was right there! Okay, so I don't have to fill everything. I just have to get to the place. Because it's you. Yeah, it is very me. The only thing I'll say with these puzzles so far is it's hard to know which end you're trying to get to. I think it's the slightly rounded one rather than the square edges, but it's hard to know which one you're trying to get to. Oh yeah, that's... Should I try and commentate what I'm thinking when I'm doing these puzzles? Because it's going to take me actual effort to, like, do that. But I can if you need me to. Sure? Okay. Okay. So, this one, I'm looking at that and I'm just going, okay, this goes into some dead ends. This all dead ends. I think I have to start here and go, like, around this way. I can see there's dead ends diagonally from me, like, left of this. So I gotta go this way. And then dead ends there, so I gotta go around. Dead ends in the corner. Just sort of like looking ahead before I go. How's this solving? I mean, for me, less so. For me, it's a lot of like looking at a thing and then just being like, well, that makes sense that that's how that goes. There. This looks comfy, actually. And I'm just following these thingies to find where they go. Okay, so we're trying to get up there. So there's dead ends. Yeah, that dead end's there, so it's I have to go this way and then that way. There we go. It's just probably less boring than watching me just talk. How the fuck do I get up there? Oh, I walked into a wall. Walking into additional walls. yeah, I need this gone so I can do this. So, controller support, yeah. A lot of games have controller support, and if they don't, Steam can usually force it to, basically. How do I get up there? How do I? Huh. Yeah, Steam is really, really, really good about the forcing controllers to kind of work. How do I get? Huh. First is Zura getting stumped at the game. I'm trying to dodge this like sunbeam. It's right here as well. Like if I just curl up in the corner until the sun gets further out. Oh, I see. If I went to this one, it would light that. I see what's happening. Okay, that stays unlocked. Okay, cool. Yes, I found it. Okay. I assume it's gonna be useful later on that I have that. Line movement with the controller. It is very nice. Phantom Mouse is a very fun speed. I see a thing over there. Lambert, I have. Oh, it doesn't let you fall off. Okay. That's good. I'm sure this is where I'm supposed to go, yes? What? Oh. I'm very good at stuff like this. Like, I gotta get all the dots. I gotta go in the corners so I can get the dot. Oh, that's a very unfortunate shape. There we go. Forgotten everything? Good, you can't spoil anything. I'm joking. The frick? And I gotta go that way? Okay. I don't know what that did for me, but I did it nonetheless. Okay. Gotta go to the... Oh, that's incorrect. There we go. Go around the long way. Yeah. Why am I in a bush? Because you're not supposed to go that way. Go this way. But, okay. All that just to get back where I was. Sick. Love that for me. What the shitballs? No one with a nature? Okay. Well, great. That's what I wanted. Okay, what? don't know what these black and white ones are, but... Okay, I know how to get the dots. I have to separate them. No, can't do that, because if I start there, I have to go... this way. Go. Way. There. Yay! Okay, I isolated the black and the white ones. And then I did all the little dots. I'm so smart. I love that I'm figuring the rules out without the game ever teaching me, because I definitely don't know what the hell is happening. What the fuck? I don't know how that helps me, but okay. Okay, game. Tree. It looks more like a tree with the cloud behind it. What? What the frick? Oh, I solved a thing and I don't know why. What? What's happening? I'm too thorough. I'm just like solving shit and being like, I don't know what I'm solving this for, but I am solving it. Sense of accomplishment? Sure. Except for I know... Sorry, I gotta go this way now. The sun has cornered me. I know that I have to do something with that clue. I just don't know what. This is teaching me the thing I just learned. Yeah, it's teaching me the thing I taught myself. I am very smart. I am good at puzzles. I just... can't start there. I gotta start here. Then go around the outside. Yeah. Just okay. That's just so I could practice, I guess. Yeah, this is teaching me the thing I taught myself by accident. Gotta isolate the squares. After school time. Yeah, I was never very good at doing homework in school. I'm like, I already know how to do this. Why would I practice doing the... Why would I do these easy ones when I already did the hard ones? I already know what's happening. I've already demonstrated that I understand. Yep, yeah. It's like, I clearly get it. So technically I could have gone there or there, because I don't think this one matters at all. There, I've demonstrated I understand what's happening. Hopefully the coffee helps. I'm sorry I have a headache. Headaches are the worst. There's a screen up there. What? Je ne comprends pas. Yeah, it's a tree. I don't understand the tree. Don't understand what it's trying to get me to do. Je ne comprends pas. What? Fucking okay. lady over there. Okay, controlling that is wild. What does this do for me? Okay. Fire goes somewhere though. Okay, where go? Where is? But I can't. Oh, you fuck. They're different colored rocks, so there's probably something the fuck going on with this. Blasting through so much faster than I did. I mean, what can I say? I'm really good at puzzles. It's one of the things that I'm good at. I'm a genius. I didn't realize these were here. That'll probably help with the thing I'm trying to do, which is the weird diegetic shit. There, okay. I'm gonna back up. Okay. This one can't go right. Go this way. I go here. Go that way. Can't really go that way. If I just can't go that way. So can't go that way, can't go that way. Go that way. Have to go that way. Can't go to each other. Can't go that way, so it has to go that way. There we go. Yeah, if I go that way, there's no way out on this side, so it has to go here. What in the shit? Yeah, I'm gonna start here. All dead ends. I go. There we go. That was fucking confusing. I know this turns into a puzzle at some point, but... Okay. All this shit up here. Huh. There we go. Hi, Kirby. Ooh, we're about to get to where that lines up. It's definitely complicated to do with the mouse because it's like... Or with the controller. I forget which one I am when I'm thinking about both of them. There we go. My brain will switch to a different one without my fingers really figuring out that that's what's happening. Oh. Jesus. Okay, so whatever I start with is the blue one. And that doesn't work either. So that way. Jesus Christ, okay. I'll get this one first. There we go. Okay, so gotta this way first. God, okay. Oh. What? Huh. Yellow, I did notice the yellow is getting fainter, but like... Not really sure how to fix that. Oh, I see. I'm trying to avoid the... Got it. Gotta trace these. There's the shit in the background. That's cool. I go way over there. Okay. What? Okay, so that's over there. I just moved for some reason. It's really not intuitive, but okay. I say even though I got it literally first try, but that's fine. Okay. What? That one, that one, that one, that one. Tall, small, tall. I guess because that blocks that. just those ones? There we go. Okay. Back up here, actually. Thank you. I'll make this stronger. I can do that once I'm up there. Okay, why is the yellow weak? Why is that not working? Hmm. Not loving this. Don't know why it's doing that. Very frustrating. The problem with it? Yeah, it's just like... not super communicative as to what the fuck? That make the yellow stronger? No. But I did a thing. Thing did nothing? Yeah, I was hoping too, considering it's, kind of obviously the thing, and then like because the thing is, I know I just have to be like right there. For that one. I can't get in there without doing this. But I did do the thing, is the thing. That's frustrating. It's because I did that part. And it did nothing. You know, it's like, what does that do for me? It went zooming off into the ether, but, hmm. Because, like, what, what do? Why? Okay, I'm just gonna leave, and I'll come back to this later. Because I'm frustrated. Because nothing about that makes any fucking sense. Because it's not the puzzles I'm struggling with, it's whatever the conveyance is of what I'm supposed to be doing. Puzzle games? Yeah, puzzle games. Okay, there's a fucking obelisk. Great. Yeah, Cryptid, I got frustrated because I'm good at the puzzles, but there's a thing where there's not enough. Also, I've been teaching myself the rules of the puzzles before even getting to them. It's really funny. There's not enough yellow. The yellow is getting less, right? And I'm like, maybe it's this thing, because I know this game does weird shit. But I did that, and it did nothing for me. Yeah, I'm cool with that, Cat. Because it's not like there's... As long as you're not solving the puzzles for me, or like... how... like where things are, it's fine. It's not like this is a plot-heavy game. Not really worried about spoilers in puzzle games. Don't solve the puzzles for me, and that's... Though I do them fast enough, I don't know how you would. Oh, okay. It's like a different thing. Gotcha. Appreciate it. Okay, this is a puzzle type. I don't know what it is yet. Yeah, there really isn't a lot of signposting in this game. I do have to say, that shit's fun as fuck. That is a good time, whatever the shit that is. It's great. Oh, Jesus fucking goddamn it. Oh, of course it's Pint. Welcome in, Pint. Game will make you see the pattern of it. Yeah, I mean, I'm already getting, like, a sense of what's going on. As far as, like, the patterns that I'm supposed to be looking for. Hello, I appreciate the worky lurkies. Appreciate the working and lurking. Something about that seems incorrect, but... Yeah, I have no idea how this puzzle works. Don't know what that has to do with anything, but I found it. Also, I'm not sure if I'm gonna, like... I don't know if 100%ing this game is a thing I want to even consider doing. There's one puzzle I remember from watching someone else play this a very long time ago that involved timing, doing puzzles very quickly to Hollow the Mountain King. That's literally all I remember of this game. And I don't want to do that part, to be quite honest. That part stuck out to me as something I don't want. TBHBH. There'd be a rock in my way. I'm trying to get there, but how do I... Oh, do I have to go through those in some sort of order, even though I can't really fucking see them? Cool, 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 cool. Love that. just made to make them shiny so they weren't walking. Great. Cool. Love that for me. Figured it out. Oh. Oh. Figured it out. I think I'm somewhere I'm not supposed to be yet. Huh. So gamers, hi Kai, how's it going? I'm playing a game. Very confused. I don't know where I am or where I'm supposed to go. It's all good. I was doing a thing and then I couldn't figure it out, so I wandered around. Oh, bad pulse zones? I'm sorry. Hope the laying down helps. Hi, Dolly. Oh yeah, I love this game. Welcome in, Dolly. Hours straight? Jesus Christ. Have you eaten anything? Have you drank any water? You had your meds? Please take care of yourself. New furniture, though? Okay, that explains the body tantrum. For sure, for sure. Oh, my eyes hurt. Okay, well, the diegetic puzzles I'm getting, it's the everything else where I'm like, I don't really understand what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know what that means. PRB. What does that mean? Yeah, this puzzle game is also like not really meant to be understood very well, so it's fine. I'll figure it out eventually. The thing is, there's different kinds of puzzles, and they teach you the rules as you go, but, like, I'm also not anywhere near where I'm supposed to be. I just wandered off. The place I was supposed to be, I couldn't figure out what the fuck was happening. But so far, the actual puzzle part, I had zero difficulties. It's the... That is the autism. That is true. It's not the puzzles that are making this hard. It's the figuring out what I'm supposed to do. What are you? What are you? That's like the weird things. Yeah. That's the weird things I've been doing that are just like all around. The like ones off in corners I've been finding. Because like I did all this stuff, right? And there's a thing up there, and I don't know how to... Because it needs more yellow, but there isn't... I don't know how to do that. So I'm just gonna wander over into the forest, maybe? Did all those. Oh yeah, there's this box that I open and I don't know what it does. Other than it gave me a piece of paper. And the sky. Which, alright, cool. Welcome back, Dolly. I suppose there's over here. Okay. Weird little ominous obelisk. Love that for me. Sir, are you good? Okay. This game's really fun. I just not intuitive at all, which is fine. What if, right? I just ran off into the fucking ocean and never came back. Go into the big wet. Fun but not intuitive. Autobiography, yeah. Not really sure what all that noise is about, but it's certainly noise happening. Hmm. What's happening? Excuse me. Excuse me, I didn't understand. I do not get it. Do not understand at all. The signposting is minimal. That. The one part of this I wasn't trying to figure out. I was like, oh. Don't get it. What? that feels like a later problem. I'm doing good at finding the, like, fucking in-world puzzles. Walking around being like, oh, I'm noticing shit. The, actual progress that I seem to be struggling with. What is it that they want me to do? The problem is, right, I have to get all of these black dots, but I also have to make this shape? What is it that it wants me to do? I have to make the shape or just have four, because four easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? If it wants me to make that shape, I don't think I can. I can't miss any of the... Like what? Because I haven't found whatever location teaches you how to do those. What? Yep, literally don't understand. It would be nice if where you're supposed to go is at all signposted at all, literally ever in this game, but it's not. Well, okay. Where the fuck? Oh, this is that clue I saw before. Oh, fuck. Hi.
Well, that's no better a solution than any of the others, is it?
No.
So, in the end, have we learned anything from this look at why the world turned out the way it did? That's of
No.
any use to us in our future? Something, I think. That the key to why things change is the key to everything. How easy is it for knowledge to spread? And that in the past,
What?
the people who made change happen were the people who had that knowledge, whether they were craftsmen or kings.
Okay.
Today, the people who make things change, the people who have that knowledge, are the scientists and the technologists who are the true driving force of humanity. And before you say, what about the Beethovens and the Michelangelos? Let me suggest something with which you may disagree violently. That at best, the products of human emotion, art, philosophy, politics, music, literature, are interpretations of the world that tell you more about the guy who's talking than about the world he's talking about. Second-hand views of the world, made third-hand by your interpretation of them.
All right.
Things like that, as opposed to this. Know what it is? It's a bunch of amino acids, the stuff that goes to build up a worm or a geranium or you. This stuff's easier to take, isn't it? Understandable. Got people in it. This scientific knowledge is hard to take because it removes the reassuring crutches of opinion, ideology, and leaves only what is demonstrably true about the world.
Science, yes. Doing science, no.
So many people may be thinking about throwing away those crutches is because, thanks to science and technology, they have begun to know that they don't know so much, and that if they are to have more say in what happens to their lives, more freedom to develop their abilities to the full, they have to be helped towards that knowledge that they know exists and that they don't possess. Mm-hmm. And by help towards that knowledge, I don't mean give everybody a computer and say, help yourself. Where would you start?
Not ChatGPT.
Trying to find ways to translate the knowledge, to teach us to ask the right questions. See, we're on the edge of a revolution in communications technology.
Oh, that didn't age well.
More possible than ever before.
That did not age well.
If that's not done, to cause an explosion of knowledge that will leave those of us who don't have access to it as powerless as if we were deaf, dumb, and blind.
Hey, okay, maybe it aged better than I thought.
So what do we do about it? I don't know.
A little bit ableist, but that's
A
cool.
good start would be to recognize within yourself the ability to understand anything, because that ability's there, as long as it's explained clearly enough. And then go and ask for explanations. And if you're thinking right now, what do I ask for? Ask yourself if there's anything in your life that you want changed.
Dude, it's 2026. You have no idea. There's so many things I want changed. I cannot... Okay. Okay, cool. Thanks, BBC. I'm assuming there's multiple answers to this, but alright, I'm gonna... Like, okay, scientific thinking is supposed to be a rigorous way of understanding the world. I will say, doing science often involves biases and interpretations, and you gotta kind of figure that part out. Um, I see. I see. I gotta go to that one so I don't fill that one first because I can't go backwards. Okay, and I gotta go all the way around. And be on the low bit so I can get on that. And then go up so I can go on the other one. It would be easier if it was spinning the other way, but too late now. I will say my favorite part so far has been these like diegetic puzzles that are like infinitely more interesting to me than the like little screen things. Achieved. Okay. Those are fun. Those I like doing. Those are a good time. Those just require me to be observant. I can do that. Observant is easy. Figuring out a puzzle to which I have not been given the rules, slightly less easy. That's been my problem with this game so far, is that some of these rules are not really presented in a way that's at all simple to grasp, if that makes sense. And knowing whether or not you're in the right area is also just like, I don't... Like these ones, right? Like, I don't really understand what the answer to that's supposed to be. I gotta figure it out with this, but like... That doesn't work, because that was just... Oh god, there's no way I'm gonna fucking remember that. Can I get up there? Okay, you start in the corner. Go 1, 2, 3. Up 1, over 2. Up 1, over 2. Up 1, over 1. Oh. 3, 1. Over to not the edge, and up 1. 1, 2. 1 from the edge again. Up 1, the edge, up 1, over 1, the edge, over 1. Okay. Hi, Dolly. Nice. Nice, Dolly. Okay. Sorry, so it's right, 2, 3, left, 1. Left, 2. Left 1, right 1, right 1, down 1, get around. Okay. Fucking Jesus Christ, it took forever. What? I do not understand these. You're watching Epic the Musical? Cool. I've never really seen Epic. But I, for the life of me, can't figure out. 2 hours and then some? Like it too? I'm not super into musicals, but I appreciate it. I've seen like the first little bit of it because I think D-Tune was watching it on stream a little bit. Musical theater and I are not the bestest of friends. Me right now being like, why? Why not tell me how puzzle? I don't know how the fucking like the little isolating thingies work. I don't get it. I don't get how those work. Nothing has shown me how those work yet. They just keep presenting them to me. I'm like, I need the little bitch baby version of these. I've wandered away from the kingdom of God, and I am fucked. Yeah, I don't even know why I don't like musical theater. I just don't. Couldn't even begin to tell you what the problem is. Just not a vibe that's ever worked for me. Like, I've tried before. Love musicals, especially German ones. I've rarely met a musical that I like. I have an idea. You can suggest ideas, no spoiling if you know how the game works. Because yeah, these ones I figured out. The weird yellow thing over there. Little isolating ones? Yeah, because I've tried those shapes. I've tried number of blocks. I've tried everything I can think of. There's this shit over here where there's not enough yellow light for some reason, and it's not explaining to me how that works. There's this one where I'm like, I don't fucking know why there's one answer that works and not the other ones. Try to do the shape. Well, the problem is, I've been doing that. And it's not working. Kind of seeing where the apples are. Are you kidding me? I have to do this every single time. Because the thing is, to me, that looks like it's on the right side of the third branchy thingy. But that's not working. damn it. It was there. I fucking stopped paying attention. Okay, that's the fourth left on the left side. I've taken my morning meds, I have water, and I had breakfast, so yeah, no, I'm good. Damn it. Figured out this one? Please do not tell me the answer to a puzzle I'm currently doing. Yeah, I don't see how it's anything other than on the right. Because that one's broken. I'm gonna keep trying. I'm just gonna try them all in order. I'm done trying to figure this out. Really irritating that I have to keep redoing these, but... I'm gonna brute force it, because if this game is not going to communicate anything ever, I don't respect these puzzles anymore. Because the problem with these puzzles, right, is that it gives you rules for how they work, and then doesn't follow them. So I'm like, well, you can go fuck yourself. Because the thing is that's frustrating me with this, right? The rule that's been established so far is you look at the tree is shaped like the thing, and there's an area where it's plainly laid out as the thing that it is, right? Same with this one. It's plainly laid out as the thing that it is. And then this last one, it's like, why don't you go fuck yourself? There's no real orientation where it's laid out flat, really, within the bounds of where I can stand. So it's breaking its own rules. And also the only broken branch that's one is here. So that has to be on that side. So there's no way for that to be over there and for this to respect its own rules. So, like... the closest I can get is that. And it's not... just followed it from here and went up and figured it out. But, like, that's annoying. What do you mean? Gonna keep running back. It's really annoying. I just did the same thing where I followed the trunk up and I went, you go left and then you go right and then you go right and then you go left. So I went, go left and you go right and you go left. There's a main branch and you go left. There's another big branch and you go right. There's another branch and you go right and you go left. So it's there, right? Oh, that's the broken branch? But it's backwards? I'm gonna fucking kill you, game. I hate you. I'm immediately mad. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna present this way. And you follow, no, but the orientation's the backwards. Go eat a dick. And the apple's missing. Love that for me. I just want to finish this orchard bit and then we'll raid out because I'm getting kind of tired. The thing is, if you go to the main trunk, there's two broken branches. And you go to the main trunk, there's two fucking broken branches. The apple's nowhere. So clearly the apple's on one of the broken branches. So it's wherever there's a branch that's not these. But how am I supposed to know the difference between that, right there, that bends, this one, that's straight? It's still two broken branches, or two regular branches and a broken one, okay? Two regular and a broken one. Two regular and a broken one. So is it that one, or is it that one? I couldn't begin to fucking tell you. I assume it's this one. Thank fucking Christ. You asshole orchard. Fuck you. Figured it out. Am I happy about it? Nope. What? This unlocked this for some reason. I can't go anywhere new. There's just a bunch of fucking trees. I'm full of rage. Full of rage. Yeah, that opened this door, and that just nothing for me. Soup? Is it good soup? Very good soup? Good. Okay, yeah, I don't know what that did for me, but I did whatever this is. Game, you are an asshole. Figure these obelisks are telling me where I need to do stuff. Like the diegetic ones in the area. Yeah, I big Angie. I'm like, how fucking dare you? Mean. Because, yeah, this shit's still infuriating. Because I'm 2 away, having that fucking door open. That's all I need. And it's not the puzzles that are frustrating me. Does anyone know... Not that I want you to spoil it for me, but does anyone know... what the fuck? Back? Yes. Because I obviously, that I'm fine. And then it goes over here. And then I'm not fine. Because it fades. And I don't know why. It's non-flashbacks. Yeah, I don't know how to interact with that. And B, here, I'm just gonna, nope. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to make that work. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know why this is fading so much. I don't know how to make it not do that. And my eyes hurt because I haven't looked at a screen in so long. So I might save and quit because my brain hurts now. And again, like none of the puzzles in themselves have been that difficult. It's the figuring out what to do, and like there's been a couple times where I've been trying to find the babies first doing this type of puzzle, and like sometimes there are puzzle types where I'm just like I don't know what the rules are. It's hard to solve a puzzle when you don't know what the rules of the puzzle are. So okay. Yeah. Because at least it's saving every time I solve a puzzle, so that's good at least. So, I gonna quit. My eyes hurt. I need lunch. But I will say, the game is fun, it's just really frustrating. Is all. Next time we'll crack the code? Yeah, I mean, I'll figure it out. I just think I need rest, because yeah, I might grab myself. Puzzles do take a toll of mine, especially ones that are intricate like these ones. Yeah. And again, like, it's not even that I find the screens themselves that difficult. I was getting them pretty intuitively until I no longer was getting, like, I was just thrown a really complicated thing that I haven't seen before and I don't know what the rules are. And then, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do is the part that's hard for me, you know? Okay, we're gonna raid out. I'm sleepy. I think part of the problem is just I haven't brained in a while. Okay. Gonna rate as normal. Yeah, it's a low brain week, so I'm getting back into it. But we'll do more of this next week. And anyone who is a sub, we have a new emote that I thoroughly recommend using. Yes. I don't have it in OBS yet, but that's gonna be our raid message. I appreciate you a lot. I will see you. No problem. I will see you next week on Thursday. And then it'll probably be a bit before I can do a makeup stream. For the one I missed, but we will do next Thursday. As of now, is the next one. So have a good time. Thank you for the resubs. Thank you, Kat and Pint and Salt. And yeah, I'll see you all later. Love y'all. Bye.